There's an old fruit that many people have known since childhood, but hardly anyone realizes that it's back in the spotlight precisely because it's now associated with something that silently frightens millions of people: the aging of the heart, memory, and even the brain itself. Maybe you've already noticed some small signs but didn't think much of them. A strange tiredness in the middle of the day, your mind slowing down when trying to remember simple things, the feeling that your body just doesn't respond the way it used to. And the question is, can a fruit like pomegranate really help the body cope better with some of this wear and tear? Or is this just another internet exaggeration? Pomegranate didn't start attracting attention just because of its taste or its beautiful appearance. What really caught people's attention was the fact that some compounds found in it started showing up in research specifically related to circulation, silent inflammation, and brain aging. And this caught people's attention because these changes usually start slowly, almost without warning. At first, small signs appear that many people just chalk up to normal aging: a little forgetfulness here, a different kind of tiredness there, or having a harder time concentrating at the end of the day. But the body rarely changes all at once. Most of the time, it gives off small, silent warnings over the years. A lot of people think aging is something you only see in the mirror, but it actually starts long before that. While people keep working, solving problems, taking care of their families, and trying to keep up with their busy routines, small assaults are happening inside their bodies every day. Circulation gradually becomes less efficient, the body gets worse at dealing with constant inflammation, and the brain gets less energy than it did years before. And this usually doesn't happen because of a single event. It's the accumulated effect of habits repeated over a long time. Modern eating habits play a big role in this process, and you've probably heard me talk about it before. Too much sugar, ultra processed foods, a sedentary lifestyle, sleepless nights, and constant stress create an environment that speeds up the wear and tear on our bodies. And there's an important detail here: the body doesn't have to be sick to start suffering. Small imbalances repeated daily can already cause silent impacts over the years. One of the main ones is what's called silent inflammation. And even though the name sounds complicated, the idea is simple. Imagine a constant, low level irritation happening inside your body. It's not that strong inflammation you get from a clear infection or from bumping into something. It's something mild, ongoing, and persistent. The body is constantly working to try to deal with excess sugar, belly fat, lack of sleep, stress, and poor diet. Over time, this can affect your circulation, metabolism, energy, and even brain function. There's also another process closely related to aging: oxidative stress. And here, it's worth thinking of a simple analogy. You know how metal slowly rusts over time? Something similar happens inside our bodies. The body naturally produces unstable molecules throughout our lives. This is normal. The problem arises when there's an excessive production of these molecules or when the body loses its ability to neutralize them. That's when a progressive wear and tear of the cells begins. And it was exactly at this point that pomegranate started to catch the attention of scientists because it contains antioxidant compounds that have been widely studied. Among them are substances called punicolagens, polyphenols, and anthocyanins. The names might sound complicated, but the concept, okay? The concept is actually very simple. These are natural compounds produced by the fruit itself that help the body better deal with some of this oxidative wear and tear. Think of them as a kind of extra support against some of the rust of cellular aging. Of course, this doesn't make pomegranate a miracle cure. No single food can stop aging on its own. That's obvious. But some foods can help the body function in a less aggressive environment. That's very different from promising a cure or guaranteed prevention of diseases. But before I talk about the most impressive effects of pomegranate, if you like health content and you're not yet subscribed to the channel, go ahead and subscribe and turn on the notification bell. Also, leave a like, it really helps a lot. And if you want to check out shorter content and see more of my daily life, follow me on Instagram. Maybe one of the most interesting areas when it comes to pomegranate is actually heart and circulatory health. Because as the years go by, blood vessels start to feel the impact of habits accumulated over a lifetime. High blood pressure, too much sugar, smoking, belly fat, and a sedentary lifestyle all directly affect the quality of your circulation. Inside the arteries, there's a layer called the endothelium. And even though the name sounds technical, it actually works as a really smart lining for your blood vessels. This lining helps the arteries relax and plays a role in controlling circulation. When it starts to work less efficiently, the blood vessels lose some of their ability to properly adapt to blood flow. Some research has started to look into whether compounds found in pomegranate could help with the function of this vascular lining. Some studies have found very promising results related to circulation and vascular health. Others have observed a possible link with reduced oxidation of low-density lipoprotein, which is commonly known as bad cholesterol. When this particle undergoes oxidation, it tends to play a bigger role in the aging processes of blood vessels. But here, there's an important difference between serious science and internet exaggeration. This doesn't mean that pomegranate unclogs arteries, cures high blood pressure, or replaces medical treatment. That's not how the body works. What studies suggest is that as part of a balanced diet and healthy habits, pomegranates can help create a healthier vascular environment. And maybe that's exactly what a lot of people need to understand. The body responds much more to a set of habits repeated daily than to isolated solutions. There's no single food that can make up for years of inactivity, too much sugar, bad nights, and constant stress. At the same time, small choices made regularly can have much bigger effects than they seem. And that goes for the brain too. A lot of people notice subtle mental changes over the years. Walking into a room in your house and forgetting why, losing your train of thought in the middle of a conversation, or having trouble concentrating at the end of the day. And while some of this can happen naturally with aging, certain factors can really speed up the process. Our brain depends deeply on blood circulation. Every thought, memory, and decision relies on oxygen and nutrients reaching brain cells properly. When circulation gets worse, when sleep becomes poor, or when inflammation increases over the years, the brain is going to feel it. That's why researchers started to investigate the antioxidants found in pomegranates for brain health as well. Some experimental studies have observed possible interesting effects related to brain aging and oxidative damage in nerve cells. In simple terms, the hypothesis is that certain antioxidant compounds might help the body better cope with some of the wear and tear associated with brain aging. But it's really important to keep things balanced when it comes to this topic. These days, there's a lot of hype online promising memory cures, guaranteed prevention of Alzheimer's, or reversal of brain aging. There's no solid scientific basis for that. Pomegranate does not cure neurodegenerative diseases. What we do have are studies investigating possible benefits within a broader context to brain health. And maybe that makes more sense than looking for miracle solutions because the brain ages along with the rest of the body. It suffers from unregulated blood sugar, high blood pressure, a sedentary lifestyle, sleep deprivation, and chronic inflammation. That's why when someone improves their overall health habits, the brain usually feels the effects too. Now, another very common question comes up. So, what's the best way to consume pomegranate? The fresh fruit is usually one of the most interesting options. The seeds retain fiber, and that helps the body absorb sugar more slowly. Fresh juice can also be consumed, as long as it doesn't have too much added sugar. The problem arises when someone swaps fresh fruit for processed drinks, which are full of sugar and have almost no real pomegranate in them. A lot of times the label looks healthy, but the product has way more sugar than actual benefits. Quantity matters too. We tend to think that if something is good for you, then the more the better. But the body doesn't work that way. Overdoing it doesn't always mean greater benefits. Eating pomegranate in moderation, a few times a week, and as part of a balanced diet usually makes a lot more sense. And some people really do need to be more careful. People with diabetes should pay attention to the total amount of carbohydrates, especially in juices. Anyone taking blood thinners should also talk to their doctor before making major dietary changes involving foods rich in bioactive compounds. Besides that, even healthy foods can lose their value when they become an obsession. There are people who turn any internet trend into an exaggeration. The human body doesn't need extremes to age better. It needs consistency. Walking regularly, sleeping better, eating fewer ultra-processed foods, controlling blood pressure and glucose, cutting back on excess sugar, and taking time for mental rest. All of that has a much bigger impact than any isolated miracle promise. And maybe that's the most important message of all. Healthy aging usually doesn't happen through radical solutions. It tends to come from small choices, repeated daily over many years. Pomegranate can definitely be a part of that. Not as a magic food, not as a cure, not as an exaggerated promise, but as a fruit rich in antioxidant compounds that can be part of a smarter diet for those who want to take better care of their heart, brain, and metabolic health. And now I want to know something. Is pomegranate part of your routine, or do you hardly ever eat this fruit? Let me know in the comments because I really want to read about your experience. That's it for now. God bless, take care, and a big hug.